Good morning, everyone. Today I will present my internship project that was done at the Danang University of Science and Technology. So this project is about waste bin fullness detection system at waste collection sites using image processing. This presentation will focus on the solution that is proposed, but not on the problematic itself. So for this project, I will be using a front end as an HTML page and a back end, which will be this file, this Python file. So right here we have my model, which was done on Ultralytics. It was trained with Google Colab. And here are the different classes that I have decided to use, which are empty, full, and overloaded. So this is just the front end of my website that is actually running on a Flask server on my computer. So right now I'll be opening this file. So here I'm just opening the right path to launch my app. So now that the server is live, I can open the link to it. So right here I'll refresh the page to make it actually live. And here is the user interface of the project. You can see the real-time monitoring button, the upload bin image model button, and the analyze field level. So I'll go through these buttons one by one. So first of all, the upload bin image is a photo part of the project where we'll be using a picture of a bin and analyzing it on the second hand with the second button. Right here you can see the boxes that are around the trash cans, and here the alert system that summarize everything that there is to know. You can also play with the confidence threshold and IOE threshold, which are benefits of using your Ultralytics model. And as you can see right now, I'm pushing it to the limit at 99%, and as you can see, you cannot have over 99%, but our current accuracy is 98%, so we're at a pretty good level. You can also play with the IOU threshold button, which basically is another indicator of performance of our model on the boxing of the different trash cans. So now that the frame detection is done, we can go through the real-time monitoring. So I will launch the video. As you can see right now, the trash can is live. We can see it inside the room. I will freeze and analyze the frame. The detection is done very clearly. We have the empty bin that is displayed. And unfortunately, we have to do the freeze and analyze function because the Ultralytics model has a limit of 100 detections per hour. So right here we have our two data sets, the V1 and V2. So here in the V1 you can see that there is about 100 images with mostly empty bins. This was a first hands-on experience to see how the Ultralytics model would react to the trash cans and how we can use it. And this is the second one, which with much more images and more real live camera footage. And there's about 1,000 images, so it works better than the first one. Right here we have the model. As you can see, I'm using a Python script, so I will use the Ultralytics link to use it on my Python script. So to use this model, I had to train it first. So I went into my dataset, chose the YOLO 11S model, which is a good compromise for what I'm doing, and went ahead and trained it on Google Colab because I couldn't run it on my PC. So Google Colab ran the training. You can see right here the 100 epochs that were done by Google Colab and the different setup and installations that were needed to do. And once this was done, I could use the model with only the link of the Ultralytics model with my Python script on my Flask server and do every detection that I wanted to. So before training the model, I had to label all the pictures because I did the database myself. So first with the 100 pictures and then with the 1,000 picture. I had to label them because of the classes that I wanted to use and the way I wanted them to be boxed. So I went ahead and used Label Studio. So as you can see, I'm launching it right now, which is a locally ran tool. As you can see, here is my project of waste bin fullness. And you can see all the images that are going to show up right here, that are all labeled by hand, which took a lot of time. But I managed to have a good detection after that, because all of them were boxed correctly as I wanted them to be with the classes that I chose. Right here you can see the overloaded class that's on the bin, because I chose to label them as such when there were trash on the floor next to the bins. Right now I'm going to show you the export mode. So to get the labels, I had to download them like this with the YOLO script or with the image. Once I couldn't do the image on the second model, I had to do it manually and rename every label. So I did a script to do that for me. And right now you can see the files that I had to use and put them in a certain way with the test, train, and val file. And I segmented all the images inside these to be used on my Ultralytics model, because that's how the files have to be arranged for it to work. So right now you can see here are the labels that have the same name as the image to be linked to it. Here you can see an example of a label with the first number being the class of the number, right here 0, and the 4 coordinates of the corners of the box on the image. So to conclude, we are having our project done as such, where we can have our detection going, having the alert system, and everything there is to know about the detection that we're doing. This project is scalable to any IP camera or could further be applied to any camera to be used for example, a municipality or anyone that has a big network of cameras that are linked together. We could later switch from cameras to do multiple monitoring in a row. And after that, for example, we can also link the IP address to a location and have a map that is showing the route that has to be taken to collect all the garbage. So to finish this presentation, I'd like to thank my supervisor, Mr. Van Lichtran, that helped me and guided me throughout all this project. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Claudia Friedman and Mr. Le Quoc Hu, who helped me get this opportunity of doing an internship abroad, so in Vietnam at the University of Danang. And finally, I'd like to thank Arthur Ringqvist, my friend, who went on this internship with me in Vietnam and helped me with my own project also in his spare time. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.